Welcome to Boomhauer69's channel, and today Boomhauer is going to do a walking and talking video. So I do apologize if the camera's a little shaky and stuff, because I'm just holding my tablet in my hand with one hand and talking. But yeah, I've done these sort of videos before. If you ever look back in my playlist called vlogs and stuff, you'll see where I've done these sort of talking videos and stuff on my YouTube channel. But I've finally reached 900 subscribers. I'm 100 away from reaching 1,000 subscribers, which currently is my goal, is to reach a thousand or more subscribers. I'd love to see 100,000 subscribers, even a million subscribers, because what YouTuber wouldn't, you know? But yeah, this video is just going to be me holding a camera, walking, talking, and I talked about this before, but I just want to again freshen up everybody about what my goal is on YouTube and what I plan on doing. Now, I'm of course going to be walking to a nature trail that I've done videos about already, and so check those out. You can check those in the blog section and see these videos here. I'll show you a little bit here of these trails. I've done them before. I even did a video about these trails when they were in the when the river was up and the flooding, and we were getting our final thaw after the winter and stuff. But yeah, I don't know if you can see that very good. I can't use the rear camera on this old tablet because that broke, and the lens, the actual inside lens, is all fogged up, so I can't switch around. It would just be all foggy and weird. But yeah, I just want to freshen up everybody's memory of and what my goal is on YouTube and stuff, and kind of keep everybody in the loop. What is my goal and end goal on YouTube and challenges? Well, my challenge on YouTube is to simply build a YouTube channel up that's going to help me become successful in life and stuff, and build something successful in my life, because, well, I failed at that many a times, and I was trying to become successful at things, and I thought, why not give YouTube a try and see if I couldn't try to make it successful, and make a good, successful channel that people are going to be wanting to actually watch and stuff, and try to make decent content that's going to be actually worth watching and stuff. So basically, my goal is to build a YouTube channel to help me become successful in something, and also to be able to have a way to also help other people out, and also encourage other people as well. As some of you probably already know, and I mentioned this before in YouTube channel, you probably notice I talk funny a lot and stuff, and it may be kind of hard to understand what I'm saying because I do talk funny, and that's of the simple fact that I simply have a hearing problem, and had it ever since I was born. I was considered what they call hard of hearing, and so it always, through that, being hard of hearing at times, made me talk funny, and I talk a little louder than normal. So, and it's one of those things. I don't wear hearing aids because, well, I just never got off my lazy butt and went to a hearing aid clinic and got my hearing tested and probably get hearing aids again. Now, when I was younger, as a child, and in the third grade, when I was first diagnosed with the hearing problem, because when I started school, that's when started kindergarten, and that's when teachers started noticing a difference in me, and like, hey, that boy seems louder than everyone else, and they would always tell me, hey, you gotta be a little more quieter, and then they started to think something's up, and then eventually in the third grade, the ear, throat specialist, his name was Dr. Barrick. I don't know if this doctor, he was in the city next to me in Grand Rapids. He was a very good doctor. He didn't, I don't know if he's still a doctor or not, or probably retired by now, but his name was Dr. Barrick, and he was an ear, throat specialist, and he did a hearing test on me and figured it out. Oh, he's just hard of hearing, you know. Because, yes, when I was younger, in elementary school, teachers really didn't know what was going on with me. They didn't know, hey, is this kid suffering from mental retardation, or is he mentally challenged? What, they kind of didn't know what was going on. Then they figured when I went to the ear and throat doctor, the doctor was like, oh, they did a hearing test on me, and they figured out, oh, it's just he's hard of hearing. And so basically on that, I always was taught that my hearing is just a few numbers off from being what they consider their normal hearing. So like, it's not like I'm like 100% hard of hearing where I'm always really bad going to people, what did you say, or need to know sign language or anything like that. It's one of those things where my hearing is just, I guess you say, a few numbers off from being what they would consider normal back then. And of course, as I get older, obviously, my hearing is going to be a little bit more worse than what it was. So, but yes, if I do in the near future, you're ever was able to become successful with the whole YouTube thing and in general in life, knew I had safely had the funds and means to do so, yes, I would go into a hearing aid clinic and get a hearing test and get properly fitted for hearing aids and solve that and solve that problem. It's just a money issue thing, because people are like, oh, there's always these pharmaceutical stores, pharmacies, and stores that sell little hearing aids and for only around $50, $20 and all that. Yeah, I know all about that garbage, but the thing is you gotta understand, those hearing devices are not, some of them are not medically properly tested. Like, when I was a kid growing up, I remember my father asking the hearing aid clinic, now, how much are these hearing aids? And the hearing aids, the medical hearing aids I had, they were like $1,700 an ear, and that was back in like, I want to say like 1999, 1998, and 1999, and probably now they'd be like 5,000, 6,000, 10 times than that, with inflation. But back in the 90s, just for one proper medical hearing aid, it cost over $1,700, $1,700 for one hearing aid for one ear. So roughly at that time, I needed 2 hearing aids. That was around $3,000. There's, and stuff back in those days and stuff. And so, yeah. Because why they're so expensive is a lot of people don't realize is, and you can watch videos on this on YouTube, what they do is they squirt this gooey stuff in your ear to make a mold of the inside of your ear. And the reason why they do that is so that the hearing aid will be custom made for your ear, so when you have it in your ear, it won't fall out and stuff. It's designed especially to stay in the ear and stuff. And so that's one reason why the medical hearing aids cost so much. And then they gotta use little, basically microscopic little microphones and speakers, and if you Google hearing aids, you're gonna see how small they are. I remember I had the ones where they had a little rubber piece that went in your ear, and then the little actual main device goes around the ear. And then I remember also having the little plastic ones that just, when it was all one unit, that just goes in your ear and stuff. So, of course, too, back in the 90s, I don't think there was too many companies out there making actual hearing devices and different things. So I imagine, money-wise, I imagine there wasn't many companies out there making many hearing aids, so they were probably expensive to boot, because there wasn't that many companies. And now, of course, down through the years, you got all these companies out there trying to make their own little hearing devices and stuff. So I imagine the prices probably dropped substantially, since I know there's more of a market probably out there. But one thing is, people don't realize, they say, oh, you can go to any old pharmacy and get a hearing device or such a thing. Well, yeah, you can, but those may do more harm than good to your hearing and stuff. And it's always better to seek a professional doctor's opinion on what type of hearing device to get and stuff, because the ones I had as a kid growing up, those were one of those devices that they were one of those things that they were a more medical approved device and stuff, and was another reason why they cost so much and stuff. And then two batteries for them things sometimes could get quite expensive, because hearing aids take funny little small button batteries, those little teeny weeny little round little batteries, and they sometimes get expensive and stuff. Lucky for me, as a kid, I was able to, every time I went down to hearing aid clinic, they gave me a buttload of the little batteries. I remember the ones I had were made by Railvac. They'd give me a buttload of them, and I'd be like, oh, cool, and didn't have to worry about buying batteries much for hearing aids. Oh, I think there was one or two times where I may have to walk into a department store and go in the battery section and hope they had somewhere in their pharmacy section and stuff. But yeah, that's why if you're watching my channel and you're sitting and like, boy, this guy sounds kind of funny, it's just simple. Person just got a hearing problem. So if you're wondering, is this guy mentally retarded or dumb? Technically, under whatever medical laws or whatever, I'm not considered mentally challenged or any sort of mental illness. But in the eyes of society and probably my parents, if they were still alive today, they would probably say, yeah, he's dumber than a fucking doornail. So yeah, they'd probably say, yeah, he's dumber than a doornail. But excuse me for my language there, but yeah. So definitely on that, they'd probably say, yeah, on that, And people around me, yeah, I am a dummy. So when it comes to it, boil down to it, but as far as like politically, no. On a medical standpoint, no, and politically, no. I'm one of those people that the government hates me because I don't side with their political bull. But yeah. But anyways, that's my goal with this channel, is to create something that's going to help me in life to become a successful person. I can't see the screen very well because sun's in the way, so I do apologize for that. Yeah, that's better. But yeah, my goal is with this YouTube channel is simply grow something that's gonna help me become successful in life, and be able to grow a channel that people are gonna actually want to watch the content. People are gonna want to share the content. Make a good channel and good quality videos that are gonna be worth watching. That's why you don't see me hardly post much on this channel. It's because with my money situation, I don't have money to go out and do all kinds of product reviews, and plus I'm so nervous and afraid to make a video, because I'm always thinking, is this going to be a good video, is this going to be a bad video, what, that's how I am, one of those people, because I just don't want to be like every other YouTuber that just throws out all kinds of garbage on the internet. If you want garbage, there's tons of channels out there that do garbage. Like, how many videos out there do you see of people dancing to some weird little song? I remember dancing to some weird little song or whatever, and I remember for a short while they were pretty popular. Some foreign music that nobody knows the lyrics to, or standing there doing goofy little dances to, and then you find out later on, doing a Google research, or somebody that actually knows the foreign language, like, oh, that's a dirty song. I can't believe people would have their children be dancing to a song full of dirty words and stuff. Well, it's because they don't know the language, and I don't know how these songs become popular. I think somebody just shares it, and then a bunch of times, and then somebody finds it interesting. But half of the people that are doing it, it's just because, I guess you call it the noise. It's the way the noise sounds, and well, that's kind of cool, way it sounds, in a foreign language and stuff. But yeah, I'm not gonna be that type of person. I'm not gonna throw up a bunch of garbage videos, goofy little dances and some of these challenges, like oh, good goodness, it's like 9 all the time challenges. I don't know, for a short while there I kept getting recommended did the one chip challenge, the ice bucket challenge, and all these challenge videos. And there's people out there, you did the one, you did the ice bucket. They already been done. Right now, if I was to do a video on YouTube of the one chip challenge, it ain't gonna go viral. It ain't gonna do nothing, because that challenge already been done for. Everybody's kind of wore that out, wore its welcome out, I guess you call it, and stuff. And that's the thing with challenges. I'm not gonna try to keep up with the internet trends and stuff. I'm not gonna do that. To me, I feel like some of that stuff is kind of garbage, but I do watch it. I will admit, I do watch some goofy little dances, like watch those videos. I watched them a few times. Some of them are kind of interesting stuff. Like the one chip challenge I've seen, where people have just straight up said, "Hey, here's this one hot chip," and they just eat the chip and do the challenge, and then afterwards drink some milk and call it good. And then there's others that I've seen where they kind of jazz it up a bit, where they not only did the one chip challenge, but they also downed it with hot sauce and all kinds of things. And I gotta give it credit. Some of them are good at kind of jazzing up a kind of, I guess, called a lame challenge at times. But me, I'm just not into trying to keep up with all the trends, and I don't want to build a YouTube channel on to me what I consider goofy silliness in a way. Where yeah, it's fine for other people to do, but it's just not for me. That's the way I look at it, And so me, I wanna build a YouTube channel that's gonna be more different and and not be like everyone else, and try to stand out more and be a little more different. Because I think in the long run, instead of trying to follow all kinds of YouTube trends and TikTok trends and all that, I'm just gonna call it internet trends. I don't think it's gonna, in the long run, would be a good thing, because there's so many people out there doing it and stuff. Yeah, some people say, "Oh, just do a few of them and they'll help get your channel." But yeah, but the thing is you do those videos, and then after a while you start doing those videos. Those people that were watching your channel because of those videos, after a while they're just gonna say he's no longer doing those kind of videos. I'm done, and boom. Or like the one chip challenge and stuff. For an example, the one chip challenge, it's kind of done over with. Everybody's kind of all mellowed out on that, and so what's going to happen is people are going to move on to another challenge. They're like, "Oh, that challenge old, everybody's done it," and so people are going to move on. You're going to lose subscribers, and eventually your channel is just going to become a dead zone. And me, when it comes to doing YouTube, I just want to be different and be creative and stand out, and not be like everyone else, not follow all these goofy trends and stuff. That's basically what I say. Is like, my YouTube channel is not going to be about following all these silly little trends and making goofy little, "Hey, look at me, I'm gonna do a dance video." And no, from time to time I will do comedy on this channel. If I come up with some sort of joke or something that's gonna be funny, yes, I'll shoot out there, because I do like making people laugh. I even tried that one time, making this YouTube channel a comedy channel and stuff, but it just kind of bombed, because, well, all it was me trying to act like a fool and just swearing all the time in the video and stuff, and thinking that was going to work, but it didn't. So I just deleted most of them and stuff, and so yeah. But all in all, that's my goal, is to try to build a channel that's going to be something different, something that's going to be completely different, and not just the typical somebody turning a camera on doing goofy challenges and kind of just weirdness. That's not me. 32 years old. I was born in 1990. Like, and like these people who were, a lot of that stuff is sort of like these people who were, for a while they were doing this challenge where they were shoving things up their nose. I'm not gonna say what, but Google it and you know what I'm talking about. They were shoving their things up their noses and stuff, and to get views and to make money. Sorry, not me. I'm not into that stuff. Like somebody recommended to me one time, oh, you should on this such and such a road go rollerblading. I'm 200 pounds over, probably what, 210, 220 roughly there. The last time I weighed myself was months back. But as you can see, they also say the camera adds 10 pounds, but whatever. But if you notice, I'm a fat guy. Fat people, rollerblading, yeah, not gonna happen. And plus, I never cared to rollerblade, don't know how to, and nor do I care. But, yeah. But, like, product reviews, I like doing product review videos. I like buying products that I think are interesting and do videos about it. And so, that's something you're gonna see on this channel. I would like to do some build videos like I talked about before. Building something for maybe the homeless, like little tiny houses and stuff. I think it'd be kind of neat to maybe be able to do something like that. I don't know. I don't know if I can pull it off or how to go about it, that stuff. So I kind of, I mentioned that as a rough idea because it is just an idea, something that if I could do it, I would. But yeah, I've done videos about this right here before. This little fishing dock, if you check some of my older nature trail videos I've done. Now, the reason why I don't do any more videos about this nature trail is because the only thing that's changed on this nature trail is simply the trees just got another year older, and so it's like you seen it once, you seen it all, nothing really changed. Oh, and something new was put in here that I thought was worth making a video about. Yeah, I'd probably come out here and say, oh, they added this new little thing here too, so yeah, but yeah, that's the thing is, basically my channel is just going to be different. It's not going to be, it's going to be me and not try to be following the normal trends and bull crap and stuff, but besides doing product review videos, I would like to do other types of content, as they call it, on other types of video content as well. One, I know I have the money to do so and stuff, because right now I do work, I have a job, I'm not some bum, because if I was a bum, you know it, because I'd be sitting on one of these park benches crying about being a homeless bum, I work a job, I mentioned it before, I work a job where I work in a department store, and the only reason why I work at this department store is because I have a brother that can't drive, and he works there, and so it made perfect sense for me to, at the time, like, hey, why don't I just get a job here, and then that way I can cart my brother back and forth to this job and stuff, because my brother doesn't drive, and it's just a simple fact he doesn't drive because he has a medical eyesight condition. He had what they call cornea transplants done in both his eyes, and he just feels like it wouldn't be safe enough for him to drive and stuff, so he chooses not to drive because for his own safety. He figures it'd be too dangerous with his eye condition to drive and stuff, so he just chooses not to drive and stuff, so I cart him around and stuff, but yeah, that's the goal with YouTube. Is I would like to make YouTube a full-time kind of like main job in the future and stuff, because I've thought about how neat it would be to be able to buy a decent quality camera that actually has a battery that actually lasts a long time, unlike the GoPro 9, but be able to basically pick up a camera and be able to travel somewhere and be able to do like a video, do like this, and then be able to say, hey, look at me, I'm somewhere else, and just randomly go places and check them out and stuff, you know. Whether it be like a popular tourist destination, like I know a lot of people like he used to be considered the king of rock and roll, but passed away, Elvis Presley, like maybe do some video from my perspective of Elvis's Graceland and stuff, or just simply pick some random small hick town in another state and say I'm at this small hick town, say what it's all about, you know, do stuff like that maybe, and different things, but because my goal and idea is to kind of treat YouTube like a business and try to grow it like a business and make it successful. I would also wouldn't mind maybe bringing some other people along for the ride, you know, maybe someday I thought it'd be neat to maybe hire when I have the money, a female camera person that knows how to do better video, better filming and editing and stuff, and bring them along and bring a female along and to kind of help bring in a more of a female audience as well and stuff, and instead of just making this all a channel basically for guys, but help build a female audience as well, you know, and stuff, and maybe this female camera person, if I could afford one, and have her maybe do some product reviews of lady related items and stuff in the future, but yeah, you know, I have a lot of ideas, but it's like I don't know if I can pull them off, and so right now I'm just doing the best I can with what little bit of money I got, and once in a while when I do safely know I have the money to do so, and I see kind of an interesting item that I kind of like, and then I buy it, and sometimes I buy it and we'll make a video about it and do a review about it, say hey and stuff, like that yellow solar kit I recently uploaded. That was a thing that I saw that caught my eye a long time and said, man, that'd be neat to have and try it out, and I had that for like, I think a couple years ago I found that on Wish and thought, man, it'd be neat to try that, and I finally bought one and tried it out, and then thought, yeah, I'll do a video about it, you know. Because some of those little smaller kits and stuff like that, I'm always thinking about, sometimes, not all the time, but a few times I've thought about, like, people who don't have a whole lot of money and they're looking for a alternative solution to cut down on electric bill, or they're just simply somebody that needs something for a power outage situation. I'm always thinking about, like, the people who don't have a whole lot of money and they come across them, and what are they gonna, like, that don't have a whole lot of money and they're gonna be doing research and they're on YouTube looking at videos about products like that to see how good they are. I think it's me doing that video is helpful in that way, is what I guess I'm trying to say. I do have a hard time trying to explain myself, and I stutter a lot and stuff trying to figure out what to say, you know. I'm not the brightest person on the block, you know. I'm not the brightest fruit on the tree, or as some an old-time comedian I used to listen to on cassette tapes used to say, well, we referred to him as his bread wasn't quite done. Point meaning dummy. So yeah. But yeah, that's, again, and that's one of the things why I decided to do YouTube, because I also want to do something that's going to be helpful to others, you know, whether it's just doing product review videos about certain things. Like, for example, I see on these websites like Wish and Amazon and stuff, these little mini gas powered mini bikes and stuff, and I think, oh, that would be cool to do a video about, and of course, obviously, being a big overweight 200 guy, some of these are only rated for maximum weight capacity of 160 pounds or 150 pounds, but I just keep thinking to myself, it'd be neat to do videos about them, raise awareness about them, whether they're a good product or a bad product, but either way, waste awareness about them. So parents out there that, don't have a whole lot of money and they're thinking about, and their kid, for their birthday or Christmas or whatever, says, I want a motorbike, I want a motorbike, they might do some research online and they might come across my video where I might say, hey, this little gas mini bike, it's a good little mini bike, buy it, here's how much, or hey, this is garbage, avoid it, don't buy it, yada yada, whatever, and one way or another help people out and stuff, because not everyone is made of money, so, and people gotta really watch their spending and their funding. Like me, I gotta really watch how I spend my money and stuff, or if I don't, one minute I'll be doing all right, and the next minute I'll be in the hole, living in a car, or as Chris Farley call it, a van down by the river or something, so, and stuff. And that's one reason why I like doing product reviews, because I know they're helpful in some way and stuff. And like I said before, that's one of my goals and ideas with YouTube, is build something that's going to be successful and helpful one way or another and stuff, for me and for others out there and stuff, and just simply way stuff. And that's one of the goals with this channel, whether it's just me doing videos and then off camera just taking a buttload of money I make and going to somebody and say, here's some money to help you get out of your sticky situation, or whatever the case may be, or possibly me doing videos of showing up to some random homeless person saying, here's $5,000, go live your life, like some YouTubers do. They'll make videos about some homeless person on the street, and they'll walk up to them and throw a wad of cash in their little, I guess you call it tin can or whatever, their container they're using to try to collect money with. And some YouTubers, I've seen videos where they'll put a wad of cash in the guy's tin and say, here you go live your life, or whatever. That's one of the things I think it would be neat to do on this YouTube channel and stuff. And I do apologize if I'm just kind of rambling on and this video seems kind of all out of place and stuff, but that's my goal, is basically just to simply build up a YouTube channel that's going to help me in my life become successful, and also be able to have the means and funds to help other people out that's struggling through life and stuff, and maybe help people out. Even if it, like helping people, like for example, maybe somebody comes along and says, hey, I'm a drug addict and I need X amount of dollars to go to rehab and stuff, and maybe be able to say, hey, here's the money, go to the rehab clinic and help them get off drugs or whatever, whatever God kind of puts my way and stuff. Like I done a video about it before and on my YouTube channel, and about a church that I live next door to. I don't know how many times I thought about how neat it would be to be just a rich and loaded person with an endless amount of money, and be able to simply go to the people who own this church and say, hey, how much you want for it, and be able to buy it out from underneath them and say, hey, I'm going to help you get out from underneath it, because the people that own this church building, they're quite older folks, they're in the retirement age, and be able to say, hey, here's X amount of dollars, I'll buy this church building from you, and you never got to worry about it again, and be able to restore this 100-year-old church that's part of my town's history, because I live in a town called Saranac, and it's been there since the day I was born, and been in this town over 100 years. It's actually a church that was built, and I think it was built around the time the town was founded. It was built in the 1800s. There's this church, and it's an old 100-year-old church, and I would love to be rich and loaded with money and be able to slap down some cash and buy it, and then be able to have a ton of money to hire a construction crew to come in and redo the church from the ground up, and and make it new again, And what I thought would be neat to do with that old church building is simply build something, is to restore it where you have some like kind of dormitory, like maybe bedrooms or maybe a couple apartments upstairs, and make it a little housing area for missionaries and stuff, for missionaries in the area and stuff, and help out a place where missionaries can come and stay, because I know a lot of missionaries, when they go to another country for maybe a year, 2, 3 years, or a few months or whatever, some of them will come back back to the United States, and they don't have a place to stay or something, and be able to give them a room to stay in and for as long as they need, because some homeless, they live full time in another country doing, well, missionaries, I should say, not homeless, but missionary people a lot of times, of course, live in live in other countries doing God's work and doing missionary work and stuff, and so they live full time in another country, and then sometimes they'll want to come back to the United States to maybe take care of some government paperwork or whatever, or got to visit family member, or the country they're in might be one of those where they kick foreigners out and stuff, or there might be a war in their country and they got to come back to the state, and they just simply, for whatever reason, need either a temporary place to stay, or maybe even kind of a full-time place to stay, and offer them up some housing, and stuff. And if I could do that, I would, and possibly turn the place into some sort of housing for the missionary stuff. And what I would do with that building, still have a place of worship, like a Sunday conference room to have Sunday services there, and then because that church doesn't have a kitchen or anything like that, and put a kitchen and multi-purpose dining room area in it and stuff, where you could even possibly serve meals to the local homeless in the area, start up a soup kitchen in there. I even thought about that as well. And that church building is kind of small, so you couldn't like add all kinds of apartments or anything in there, where what you'd probably more likely have to do in a building like that is, if you could do anything there, provided that the local government and zoning and building ordinances and all that stuff allows it, you would have to probably build like some small, like dormitory type bedrooms, like what you would see in a college dormitory, and then just have like a shared kitchen with maybe a shared bathroom and stuff, because in that church it does have a couple bathrooms in it. And what I would do is, down in the basement where the bathrooms are, is make the bathrooms a little more bigger, make them kind of like, I guess you'd say, more like a locker room style, with walk-in showers, and then maybe in one area for, if the missionary family had little ones and stuff, maybe in one of the rooms, one of the like kind of bathroom areas, also put in a bathtub for people who have little toddlers and stuff too. But basically makes like a typical locker room style restrooms, where you would have your toilets, and then just walk-in showers and stuff, and make just basically shared restroom showers. And then like the Sunday worship conference room area, maybe get like a sectional couch and make a little living space, and then of course a kitchen and dining area, multi-purpose room stuff. That's what I would do, is basically just turn that old 100-year-old church that I've done videos about into basically like a apartment complex, just for for missionary people of the Bible Methodist Church, because that's the church I like to go to, is the Bible Methodist Church and stuff. And for those you didn't know, yes, I do believe in the Holy Bible. I mostly read, when it comes to the type of Bible I read, I mostly read the King James version of the Bible and Holy Bible and stuff, and the Bible that I kind of follow more is the John Wesleyan Bible. There, some people the, I think and stuff that there's kind of the King James and a little bit the John Wesley, because if I remember right, the Bible Methodists, they kind of follow a little bit the John Wesleyan teachings and stuff. But yeah, but that's what I would like to possibly do someday, is to do things like that to help this old church building out, and then be able to, and the good thing is it would be able to save a piece of Michigan's history and the town of Saranac history, because that church is over 100 years old. It was built in the 1800s and stuff, and it's over 100 years old, and oh, excuse me. And not only is it part of Saranac's history, but it's also part of Michigan's history and stuff. And I think it would be neat to fully restore it. It's still got the old wood siding on it. Be able to restore it, make it nice, and redo the inside, and save it from just becoming something that eventually somebody just puts a wrecking ball to it and stuff. But there's also the risk too that a person like me, if I had the money, I could go buy that church building and then have a building inspector inspect it to see if it's worth saving or whatever. And they might say, oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Voorhees, but yeah, that church is not worth saving and whatever, They might come along and say, oh, I'm sorry. A building inspector will come along and say, oh, I'm sorry, that church is not actually worth saving, unfortunately. Because it's too old and this and that and everything, because, But usually if it's still structurally sound, your low bearing walls and all your main structures are still good, a building like that can be worth saving. Because, yeah, I can't remember when the last time that church was ever, like, remodeled or anything and stuff, but it'd be fun to do that and stuff. But, well, maybe someday in the future, Lord willing, I might be able to do that and stuff. And so, thinking about all these ideas, that's what got me into wanting to start out to do YouTube, because I thought it might be a good way to make these ideas into a reality, like wanting to build the horseless carriage and stuff, and the go-kart builds and mini bike builds and all that stuff. I thought YouTube might be a good place to try to get those things going and stuff. But right now I don't have the money to do all that stuff that I would like to do. And I'm always trying to figure out how can I get the money to do all those things, and how to these ideas off the ground and stuff. So that's why for now I've just been lately just kind of doing product review videos and stuff, is because I like doing those videos. But I know a lot of people like to see those sort of things on the internet, so I just kind of been doing that to try to help get views. And of course, eventually when I get more money in my life and stuff, and I'll be able to do more videos and more content, because I would really like to take this whole YouTube channel and this whole YouTube thing. I like to go like basically real far with it and really make it something that's going to be fun and interesting, where people are just going to say, wow, he actually did it, where people that knew me back when I'm just right now the broke, poor old country hillbilly living in a small hit town, they see me 20 years later saying, wow, that guy loaded with money and he built up YouTube to be successful. Because I've thought about that, if I could build YouTube up and make it a successful thing, then what I would do is later on in life say, okay, this is what I need to do, give back to the people that helped me, and then maybe down the line sometime simply buy up maybe a company or something, and try to run my own business or whatever and stuff through YouTube and stuff. Cause I just naturally thought that maybe building up a YouTube channel would be a great idea to maybe start trying to get somewhere in life and trying to go somewhere and stuff, and and thought maybe making YouTube videos would help me get on the right, I guess, say, right path to trying to build up success in life and stuff. And I could be wrong. You know, there's always that possibility where I do all this work on YouTube and stuff, and I end up not getting anywhere. You know, there's always that possibility and stuff, and you just say, oh well, and then you move on to something else, or you keep trying harder or whatever and stuff. But yeah, that's kind of what I want to do with YouTube. It's not just making a channel and then me trying to become some rich loaded person and be like a rich loaded snob and be a Scrooge hogging all my money and everything. You know, I also want to be able to, some way or another, help people out, whether it's just basically making free content on the internet or whatever the case may be, whether it's helping somebody out or like buying that church or whatever the case may be. You know, one way or another, also help people out. Like for now, I've been helping my brother out because me and him both live under the same roof and stuff. And so by you people subscribing and watching my videos and stuff, you people are actually helping him out as well, because whenever money I make off of YouTube videos or any internet videos and stuff, some of that money goes to him to pay the bills and whatever necessities we need. Like me right now, I'm saving up the money to buy another car. I'm currently raising up money to buy another car to help me get around more and to help me get around and stuff, because my good car, that was a good reliable car, over the winter I slipped on some ice and smashed it, and the insurance company considered it totaled, and so I'm out a good reliable car and stuff, so I have to raise up money to get me a better reliable car and stuff to get me back on the road again. So I've been saving up close to 10 grand. I've actually currently right now got around $3 grand saved up towards getting a better vehicle and stuff. And so if you people who watch this want to help me out in that situation, you know, make a donation, you can always go to my description box in any of my videos, and you'll see a PayPal link for the Boomhauer 69 channel, and you can donate there if you want to help out with Boomhauer raising up the money to get a car. Because my goal is to raise up about 10 grand, and once I raise up about $10,000, then I'm going to get on the internet, like the Facebook Marketplace, the Craigslist, and all those places, and use car dealerships in my area and see what's out there for in the used car market around 10 grand for a nice, good, reliable car and stuff. Because me personally, I don't own a vehicle and stuff. So for me to be able to do travel videos and different things, I gotta have a good, reliable vehicle, because if I don't, then I won't be able to do anything and stuff. So, because after a while, trying to bum rides from people can get kind of tiresome after a while, but I'm managing and doing the best I can with what little I have. You know, God gives us challenges, and we all gotta face those challenges, and that's what's gonna help us grow and make a stronger person. You know, even me, you know, I'm not the best person when it comes to worshiping the God and stuff. I've been trying to work on bettering myself in that department and stuff. So all you people out there, my friends and family members that worship the Christian God, you know, Jesus Christ and stuff, and wondering, what's she doing to worship Lord? Well, I'm doing the best I can and trying to get better at worshiping God and stuff, and following the Bible and His teaching and stuff, you know. Because that's, again, another reason why I'm doing YouTube, is to help me also get better with God and stuff, and worshiping the Lord, and learning to to be more helpful and stuff, you know, because I feel like that's what God wants us to do. Is God wants us to help each other out and our fellow man and everything. But yeah, this video is about an hour long. I don't blame y'all if you can sit and watch this video, watch this whole hour long video. I'm not gonna do any editing to this video because I'm just gonna, all I'm gonna do is do what they call a mirror flip to get rid of the mirror effect, because I'm using the front camera on my tablet here, and you know how tablets are, they got this mirrored crap, and so I have to flip the video file, and that's the only fancy editing I'm going to do. But if you made it this far, you made it to the end, thank you all. But yeah, this is just me explaining best to my ability what my goal and plan is on YouTube. It's just simply build up a YouTube channel. What my goal and plans with YouTube is to try to create something successful in my life is all it is, and then also be able to, when I'm personally successful, and I know I can afford to do so, figure out how to help the people who help me out the most, and start going down lists and helping others out as well and stuff in the near future. Yeah, that's my dream and that's my goal, I guess you'd call it. And thank you for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you made it this far. I do apologize for the long video. Give it a thumbs up. Thumbs down if you didn't like it. You know, comment your thoughts below. Whatever you wish to comment. That's about me. Even if it's, again, if it's just a troll video. I one time tried to be Mr. Funny Man Comedy. Ha ha ha. So I don't mind trolls and stuff. If you want to troll me, go right ahead. Because, you know, one of my mottos used to be, hey, trolls will make you famous. Because, well, they spend time watching your video, commenting on it. So, look at the positive side. So, yeah, comment whatever. Don't forget to share this video with everybody you know, because I'd greatly appreciate that. Because that would help me, Boomhauer69, and growing this channel if you share it with everybody you know. And hope you all have a good day, and thank you for watching. And if you live in Michigan, get out there and enjoy this 80-degree weather we've been having.